Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Hey, Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna. So we can get a couple of people up here. Whoever comes first can come. Hare Krishna, but you got to catch the link from yesterday and or any last few days. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, my Lord, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Where's Lalita? She still with the kids? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I curse her to become a barren woman in the next life. No more children for her. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Not even one. Hare Krishna. I curse her to become a brahmacharini. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. River too. She could become a brahmacharini. No more children. Oh, she didn't have any in this life. I curse her to have many children, many disciples in this life. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. I like this. I'm going to give more curses. I will give. What is this blessing thing all the time? Let's give some curses. I'm going to curse some. Maybe I'll curse some gurus today. We'll give them some curses. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. I haven't thought of doing curses before. I only thought Narada Muni did the curses. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. I gotta chant Shri Krishna, otherwise Maria might get mad at me. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oops, what happened here? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Govinda Lilamrita. Let's see, somewhere in here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Chapter 23, the Festival of the Rasa Dance. Then Sri Krishna began to sing in different rhythmic story, songs and danced with the clever gopis. When Sri Krishna Chandra danced with Sri Radha, Lalita and others sang. Chitra and others gave rhythms, and Vrinda and her group were the audience. When Krishna danced alone with Radha, and her girlfriends sang amazingly difficult names, and sometimes Krishna watched Radhika dance with amazing gestures. Gradually, the gopis made a line and on the dancing stage, playing veena and instruments, singing different story songs. I'm not quite into this here today. So, my misfortune, but what to do? Someday I'll get Lalita's blessing to be able to read Govinda Lilamrita anytime and every time. Let's see. So we'll read from, let's see here.
Hare Krishna, Tommy's not there. Oh, he's back.
Listen up a little bit.
You just went off, Maharaj, and you've come back.
Are we still on? I guess not. Okay, let's see here.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Okay,
Hare Hare.
I think we're still on. Can you
Yes,
hear me?
yes.
Oh, yes? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I have to take something off here because for a while here. Let me go, Tom go off for a little bit here. Yeah. Let me put him back on. Maybe it'll work. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. All right. Um, we'll read from Srimad Bhagavatam. What's this going on here? Come on. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, today I'll have new internet, hopefully. They're going to install it here. So, yeah, that'll be good. Um, let's see here. Canto 1. Okay, Canto 1. Lord Krishna's entrance into Dwarka. It's one of my favorite parts. Yeah. Jai Srila Prabhupada. And thank you all for coming here today. It's really, really amazing. Give me a chance to glorify the Lord. It's just getting great opportunity here. Thank you. Sutta Goswami said, upon reaching the border of his most prosperous metropolis, known as the country of Anartas, Dwarka, country of Anartas. Anartas usually means bad things, huh? Country of Anartas. And actually, you could look at it that way too, actually. There's different meanings to these verses, depends on how you look at it. See, a prosperous metropolis. That's most people, because of the opulences of the Lord, become contaminated by these opulences. So they become anartas, unwanted problems and obstacles to one knowing oneself and who one really is. Okay? So, yeah, that's what we see. You see in the cities, prosperous places, usually people, especially if they're prosperous, this is why the Lord has a hard time getting through to the proud. See, they you get complacent. It's like, well, what do we need God for? Everything's going along pretty good on our own. We don't even need to offer worship to the demigods, any respect. We just take what we need. It's atheism. We're actually gods in this world. See, prosperous. This is what this world does. It makes us godless. Okay? Especially in Kali Yuga, and the godless, they come and trick people into becoming just like you see in the movies, the devil is tricking people to become slaves. You ever notice that in the movies? You think that is a fantasy? That's exactly what happens now. People are being tricked into becoming slaves. Maya's tricky. She's a liar. She tricks and deceives and all these things. Okay? So this is the way out is the truth. The truth will set you free. This is the most amazing thing Jesus said. It is so deep like an ocean. It is so true. The truth will set you free. Help people remember who they are, who God is, what he is. Okay? That's the religion of the age. See, that's why, devotees, they abandon all varieties of religion because they're in the religion of the age. The real religion. It's not, what is this? You got to be congruent with the truth, man, the absolute truth, man. What is this? The religion of the age are following religion. Rules, regulations, ceremonies, external stuff. That's real religion? No. The truth. Lord Caitanya said the religion of this age is to remember the absolute truth and to remind others. It's very inspiring when you get it. This is why sadhu sangha is the greatest path, man, because all you have to do is come here and listen to the glories of the Lord, spoken truthfully as they actually are. You don't hear me saying, oh, you want to be saved, follow this rule, that rule, and all that. No, you want to be saved, come here and listen to the truth and follow the religion of the age to remember Krishna. In our line, it's Krishna. In another line, it could be Christ. In another line, it could be Ram. Remember Ram, remember Krishna, remember Lord Caitanya, and remind others. Didn't Lalita this morning in her class say that? You know, she says, that's my mission, is to deliver others. See, like midwives, we're here. It's our mission to deliver others. What does that mean? To deliver that Krishna that's in those persons lying there. You ever see what does it mean to be pregnant, to have a child? You know, the child has to come out, right? So you can look at it. Right? Otherwise, you feel it in there, and maybe you feel it. Maybe it's so small you don't feel it. Maybe it hasn't been germinated. It's just a little egg there, has no sperm in it. See, the word of the devotee is that sperm, the transcendental sperm goes in there. See, it impregnates Krishna, and Krishna starts growing into a baby, but it's got to come out so you can look at him, right? Oh, this is chanting Hare Krishna he's bringing Krishna out, and then when you get mixed up, it's a boy, it's a girl. Where's the cigars? Let's pop the champagne bottle now. You know what I mean? Anybody? Or you just out there? Or are you in Vitae land, still haven't been impregnated yet? Yeah, they fault us. What are you guys doing? Well, we're looking at Krishna. When we chant his name, you can't help but be happy. They've got a nice baby. It's a boy. It's a girl. We got two. We got twins, a boy and a girl. Man, we get to look at them, and just you have a baby. Don't people? I mean, I never had a child. Never do one. Never do I want one either. I like to look at it. I'm not against children or dogs or cats. I like them. He's bought a dog a present yesterday, and so yeah, I'm not against them, but I don't want to own one. I see what you got to do to maintain these bodies, man. Whoa. I like the spiritual bodies. I like to birth children, spiritual children. Man. They're easier to maintain. The spirit maintains them. My Lord maintains them. I just say, okay, man, there they are. You maintain them now. We just pop them out. You ever see those? We're just a sperm bank, man. We just, people come here and we say, okay, like a doctor, yes, we'll give you the right sperm, to get the right, the master race. See, the master race is those who are, have Krishna in their lives, that have that kind of baby. You want that kind of baby, you chant the holy name and Krishna comes out and you look at him and you're very happy. That's called darshan. You got to see people that are role models like that. That's the idea of a guru. You see, all you're doing, all you're seeing is they pop, the baby comes out, Krishna, and they're looking at Krishna, and they're so happy to see Krishna. They're so happy to see their child or their intimate friend or their beloved. They're just happy. That's it. You ask anybody that has a child, they're just happy to look at it, right? You're happy to look at it, play with it, That's Krishna consciousness in a nutshell. That's why you see these gurus and their followers in religion. They're still in religion, man. They don't look very happy because the baby hasn't come out, hasn't even been germinated in most of them. Yeah, no wonder they don't look happy because Krishna hasn't come out. When they chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, they're not. They don't have the God joy. Wow, it's a boy. It's a Radha. It's a Krishna. Wow, this is so amazing. The rasa dance begins. They don't have that happiness. We do. And nobody seems to want it, right? No, they all want it. They're just dirty. You know, they're in the mud a long time. How could you not want the happiness we got? How can you not want to smile? You know, because God is alive and kicking, and it comes out when you call him, and you get to look at that Lord in his and see the whole world, like in Bhagavad Gita, the whole world is deluded. It doesn't know him. Everybody is in that Lord, but he's not in them. See, the Lord has to, the bona fide spiritual master puts him in you, you could say. See, activates, germinates that in you. The Father. See? They put the Father in you because they have the Word of God. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was, and is, and always will be the Lord, coming through the mouth of a devotee of the transcendental Lord. Not a devotee of the material Lord of goodness or passion or ignorance. There are a lot of teachers like that. Their Lord is the mode of passion, that energy. See, they don't really know the real Lord yet. I mean, the one that lasts. Don't you, River? Don't you want a lasting Lord? How about you, Tom? You want a Lord that lasts? You want to look at somebody forever, you know, and be very happy about it? You want to relate to somebody forever, and your relationship is always deepening, always increasing, always ever fresh? Or do you like those men and women that you wake up to every morning and just give you troubles? I mean, it's okay to have a, you know, you need a little friend during while we're here or something, but come on, man. Wouldn't you like to have somebody to wake up to and just ever fresh? And it's a dance, man. It's like, let's dance, man, through life. Okay? That's our potential. Yeah, we can have that. That's what we're all about here. Is anybody interested in that out there? Or do you want to worship a God where it doesn't put a big smile on your face, man? Ecstatic smile and the bliss and all that stuff. You don't want to. You want a God like that, or you don't want a God, you know? Okay. So now I'll read the verse in another way. Sutta Goswami, upon reaching the border of his most prosperous upon reaching the border of his most prosperous metropolis, known as the country of Anarthas. See? Prosperous metropolis. See, and so the Lord, see, when the Lord comes as he is, just by reaching the border. See, that's like that verse with Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur, where Krishna, the breeze coming from the direction of Radha comes and breathe and passes on him. He feels that touch of that breeze that touched Radha and then touches him. Feels his life is successful. See, and for those kinds of persons, your life becomes prosperous for the first time. Real prosperity comes when you meet the Lord. Well, he's the Lord. He's a rich man. And the rich man says, oh, you're my old servant. Oh, you've come back. Oh, let me engage you in my service. And I think, well, what would you like to do? I just want to be your friend. I just want to love you. I want you as my beloved. And the Lord says, oh, wow, that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh, I like you as my child. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're my devotee. Why not? Then I can surrender to you. You surrender to me, I can surrender to you. Could you imagine having a Lord like that? That's why he's a little bit picky on who he surrenders himself to. I mean, come on, man. Don't you have a trust issues with people? Don't you want to trust them before you give them your heart? You know, so it's no different with the Lord. It's more and more, you know, it's like, can I trust this Lord? I've been tiptoeing, you know. You know, like, okay, can I trust you, Lord? Are you trustworthy? And I found, yeah, you know, I'm coming to believe that he's trustworthy. Are we still broadcasting okay? Yeah, okay, good. So the Lord sounded his auspicious conch shell, heralding his arrival and apparently pacifying the dejection of the inhabitants. See, there you go. This is another way to look at the parampara. See, this is what happens. The Lord, he blows his see, the devotees, they come onto the border. See, the border. See, we're jivas. We're on the border. Okay? So the jiva who is realized comes to the border. See, comes to the place where people, and they call out. See, or actually the Lord, he blows his auspicious conch shell. You notice it's a sound that comes from a conch shell. The conch shell is like a body, right? It's a thing, right? And it's the Lord that blows through that conch shell. See, and the conch shell is considered auspicious. See, that's the devotee. You're going to hear an auspicious message. You're going to hear a good news, really good news, especially now. This is transcendental news. This is not liberation news. Jesus gave you liberation news. Those who believe in me, I will take away all their sins. Okay, that's very good. Liberation. Okay. There's a new message coming. See, God is always doing a new thing. And this is a great thing. It's wonderful. So a new message is coming across that border into the material world. He blows his, and there are devotees out there. That's why Jesus even said, he said, he was like that conch shell blowing out a message in this world, right? And he said, whoever the Lord will attract will come. See? Those who are actually devotees of the Lord will come. Those who are maybe not understanding what a devotee is and don't care about it, maybe they're still a little contaminated or a lot contaminated, will follow religion still. They can't hear this message from this auspicious message of deliverance yet. See, they can't hear the essence of truth. It just doesn't go in. They hear it, but don't hear it. It's like people, they study the Vedas and they don't understand them. You got to be more than a Brahmin to understand. You have to have the mercy of the transcendental Lord to understand these Vedas. Okay? And that doesn't come going directly. People have tried that here. They try to go direct. They come and they get a little mercy, maybe get a little ecstatic, and then they leave. Oh, now I can go directly. And then they find they can't. They just end up losing it. Not mature in their understanding. You see how important it is, these books, to understand this is the path, man. You get off it, you get off the real path. You lose your way. You're lost again. You enter back into the cycle of birth and death. See? So the Lord sounded his auspicious conch shell. See, that's the devotee, man. Can you imagine if you're one of the lucky ones, you actually hear that sound, and you'll have the same thing, and apparently pacifying the dejection of the inhabitants. Are you one of those? Are you one that's been like, can you realize that, man, you know, I'm just unhappy, you know, I'm miserable in this world, and I don't know what to do. But then the conch shell blows. See, the real devotee, you give the inspiring message of God. Am I giving you my own message? Is this something I just drummed up, or is it the message in the Bhagavatam? Is it the way it really works? Is it your experience? That's why you've come, and that's why you're getting enlivened, and your dejection is going, because you're hearing something that is authorized. There's a real conch shell blowing. The Lord is blowing here. See? Blowing the truth into you and setting you free of ignorance. That's how it works, man. This is the real path. Oh, you want to get back to enlightenment quick? You come this path. You want to take a long time? We'll stay in the material world. Want to take maybe a little less longer? We'll go into follow Eckhart Tolle or some Buddhism or something. You want to go a little bit longer? You want just salvation? Well, go to Christians. Maybe you can get some salvation there. You still speculate. See, you can get salvation by speculating still. But you want pure devotional service? Do you want to know the Lord as He is? Do you want to know His philosophy as it is? Do you want to know these verses as they are and what they're trying to tell you? Well, come here. And then you look. Is Gohari telling me the truth? Is he speculating? And you look at the verse and you say, wow, man, I never saw that in there. And that's in there. That's right. You followed the process by the action of the book Bhagavats right there, right? And the devotee Bhagavat. See? You get attraction to the message of the Lord. See? That's the beginning of your love for God. You start to like, it's a relationship, man. You first, oh, wow, these verses are great. There you go. You're becoming friendly with God. Isn't that nice? You found somebody that's attractive. See, did you know these verses are just like a person? Better. They're more attractive. Man, and then all of a sudden, the verses get stronger. You're in sadhu sangha, you make more progress, more attraction, more purification. And your relationship grows with these verses. They become, wow, they're so really, oh wow, these are like, oh man, it's like food. It's like nourishment. I start feeling. See, you're deep in your relationship. These verses are a way to stay with God. The name is like that. Same thing. Glorious. Matter of fact, you chanting the name is so important. It enables us to penetrate into these verses. You start chanting the name. Wow, this name is so attractive, so wonderful. Right? That's the real path, is attraction to Krishna. And you got to be around those who are attracted to Krishna. That's sadhu sangha. The real Krishna, attracted to the real. People, you think everybody knows who Krishna is? You think all these gurus know who Krishna is? I'm doubtful that even Narayan Raj knew who Krishna was. I was doubtful, still doubtful. I can't be sure. He never showed. He wrote a lot of books, but I gotta see, is Krishna revealing himself to him? Well, do I see it? Do I see anybody, any of his disciples that have that Krishna? I didn't see it in his writings. I kind of didn't get it. I didn't hear it in his preaching. I'm doubtful. I did doubt that, and he claimed he had it, but he didn't show it. Still more doubt, hey, is it bad to have that doubt? Is it bad to have doubt in Maya? Isn't it better to overcome doubt by proof? Proof? Isn't proof always the wonder? Isn't that what it is in the court of law? Give me proof. Give me proof you're a friggin' devotee, man. What's wrong with that? Give me proof, Narayan Raj, that your transcendental word produces fruit in others of ecstatic devotion. There's not even one I saw that has what you guys have. This is impressive. That wasn't. And I don't, this has nothing to do with offense. This is just reality. This is an intelligence. Show us a devotee. Show us somebody who is, everybody's claiming he's the successor of Prabhupada. Well, let's see. Show us one of your champions. Show us one that has gotten the fructification of ecstatic love. Show us Ishvara Puri, who was a fruit of ecstatic devotion of Madhavinda Puri. This is the real line that nobody teaches except the book. The book is screaming these things, and nobody can hear it because it needs the formula, the devotee Bhagavat, the actual person book, to conch to where the Lord can use that conch, that devotee, to broadcast the real message of the Bhagavatam, to show people where the real path is. See? Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. People need to know what that means. See? That's Chaitanya's own verse. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. So ask the question, is that happening here? Has devotion to Krishna awakened here in anybody? In 1, in 2, in 3, in 4, in 5 even? In 6 and 7 even? In 8 or 9 even? That's pretty good. And we're just starting. So why say these things? Why? You want to be top dog? Oh, we're already top dog, but people don't know it. We're already top dog. See? Top dog is the person who can bark the loudest. See? Where people can actually hear their bark. See? And it's formidable. Do you just want to be? Yeah, well, you know what? If the truth is top dog, because that's the really it. If the truth is top dog, what is going to be the result of that? Well, there's going to be millions of people entering the kingdom of God. That's going to be the result. You think it's like, well, Gohar just wants to be top. What for? Well, hey, man, if this preaching is top dog and top notch, which it is, I appreciate it myself. Just like Prabhupada liked his books, he loved his books. I love this preaching, man. I think this preaching is top notch. And if others get it, well, you just get what I get. You can chant the holy name in great ecstatic devotion with the ever increasing, ever fresh relationship. What's so darn bad about that? What is so unattractive about that? So that's what I would get if people could recognize that this is top-notch preaching. They get into the kingdom of God, and then I think, oh, I'm a winner now. We're winning souls back into the real kingdom, where people are they're kind of stalling that process. Well, let's see, we'll just kind of get in the way, man. Well, I had a guru in ISKCON who was in my way. Is in my way. Cut me off from the real line. Because he was not in the real line. Yeah, personal experience, man. As soon as I removed that, oh man, I had a connection with Prabhupada. You cannot put a non-liberated soul in the way of a liberated soul. How can you say that's a real line? Say you got a line, right? Okay, you got a line of electric current going through the line, right? It's all congruent, it's harmonious, it's all electric. Oh, and all the way back to Lord Caitanya, right? Say he's the thing holding on to that wire, right? In that wire, do you want something to come in there and cut that wire? Or do you want it congruent to go all the way back to that Lord? So you can feel that current. See, that's a real line that nobody understands. Here you see that current. You see people that are in that ecstatic madness, like you read about. So the line is intact here. And if it's not anywhere else like that, it's the wrong line. It's a false follower. Not the real followers. Well, that takes away so many people, right? So many people are false followers. Millions of false followers in ISKCON and all these groups. Oh, millions. Is that exclude them? Well, let me tell you, excluded ones, you want to be included? You can be. Just connect to the real wire, man, and all will be well. You'll have your own proof. You'll know for yourself. It won't be blind belief. Does River, is she a blind believer? Or does she actually have experience of God? Is she one of those where Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, actually everybody's in me, but I'm in that, not in them? Is she one of those very rare persons where Krishna is actually in her and quite a few others here? Okay? This stuff that's going on here is so real that people can't believe it. Well, you're gonna see it is believable because it's real. Everything else is unbelievable because it's not real. It's fake out. Maya is a big fake. She's a sham. She's a deceiver. I ain't gonna prove her because she's got this is a war. Did you know we're in War River, Tom? Did you know this is a war? She's got her weapons. I got mine. See? She got lies. She got deceit. She's got envies and jealousy. She's throwing those weapons all the time. And I'm counteracting them with my weapons. My weapons that the Lord gives me. Truth. I only need one weapon. Two weapons. Truth and ecstasy. She's throwing her deceptions and her lies and her cheating and all that stuff. And we counter her with ecstasy is my shield. See? And the truth is my sword. And we're just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And look, we're winning the battle, man. 17 people here. That is a miracle, actually. Because Maya usually she's got everybody under the whammy practically. You need a strong sword fight, man. You need that shield, the ecstasy, you need the truth. You got to come on the battlefield, which is Facebook Live. What happened to the chat? I don't see any. Oh, I see. Is anybody there? Must be there. Okay, anyway. All right. His arrival and apparently pacifying the dejection of the happiness. See, that's why you have to hear from the conch. You got to hear from the devotee. This is the way. We're all doing it. I'm even doing it. As a guru, I'm doing that too. I'm hearing from the devotees. I can read these scriptures now. And because they're so rare to find a living, real devotee that has real bhakti, that's a real conch of Krishna. Very, very rare right now. But just from one, that's why they're sent here. See, just from one lit candle, so many are lit, and then you become like that also. That's the greatness of Lord Caitanya's mercy. Just to even send one devotee. How many empowered persons like Prabhupada were there amongst the God brothers? It was only him. How many Bhakti Siddhantas were out of all the Vaishnavas? One. And they made a lot of Vaidhi Bhaktas. That's all the qualification that people could handle at that time. How many of these kinds of Gaur Dasas are around that have this message? See, this is because of the mercy of the Parampara says, okay, wake them up, turn the lights on, light them up. How many of those are there around? Are there those thousands gurus? Is there one that has the symptoms of awakening in themselves and others, the ecstatic love of Krishna that you read in the scriptures? Is there even one? No, there's one. To show the rarity of it. Why don't we have millions of devotees? There are not a lot of nice devotees out there, right? And they're sincere. They dedicated their lives to Krishna. Why aren't they here? Because of ignorance, because of not knowing the truth, for their gurus not knowing the truth, not knowing their real positions, not knowing the real position of a devotee. That's why they got to hear, and they got to get purified. And this is part of it, just by preaching this truth on this planet, man. Just blowing the conch, man. And this is part of the purification. You see, we got 17 people here. 20-something years I was preaching on the camera like this, it was empty. But because there's purification, I was enjoying it still. Hey man, I love preaching the glories of the Lord, tasting this nectar. Whether you have one person or a million, nectar is nectar, right? But it's very nice to have friends. Isn't it nice to have friends? Do you like to want to be alone in your life? But here, our friends are not just ordinary. They're all spiritual. They all have, not all, but, they're on their way. They want to be, at least, or they're ecstatic. And then if you're a wannabe ecstatic, it's better to be a wannabe ecstatic than wannabe guru, wannabe that. Wannabe ecstatic is acceptable, is important, is actually wonderful. Yes, I want to be ecstatic like River. I want to be ecstatic like Lalita and Johan. Yeah, boy, now you got the right desire, man. The Lord has been waiting for you to desire that. Now you understand that Bhagavad Gita verse that says, oh, by the way, if you don't have a desire to attain me, and you don't worship me in ecstatic love like a real guru is supposed to do, then go follow these rules and regulations. Well, that's the path out there that most are still doing. Until you get a desire to attain me. You guys if you come here, you don't say you're not ecstatic, but you have a desire for that. Oh, well, you got the qualification that these Vaitis are trying to work on. And you got that already without having to follow that hard course that they're doing. So whatever got you there, you're lucky. I don't care if you got a sick body. You're mentally ill. You got a better qualification than those persons. Because you desire to be ecstatic like some of the ecstatic devotee role models that you see here. You're not against this kind of bhakti, which is the highest bhakti in the whole universe. Okay? And because you're not against it, the Lord can give it to you very easily. Yeah, of course, you come close, you get purified. Why wouldn't you? You come through where the conch is very pure energy, right? It's going to purify you of all kinds of stuff. Your Mayavadi bullshit, your all kinds of weird things. Your hatred for people, your hatred for God, all these things are inside. That's why, there's an accuser that comes. That's the one who starts showing you, see how, so don't let the accuser send you away. That happens sometimes. The accuser, that's that little devil inside. See how bad you are. See, you don't deserve to be here. Go away. You don't deserve to be here. You're bad. I still get the accuser. Go hurry. You're not qualified. Go hurry. You are not perfect. Go hurry. The accuser. And you know what I do now? I just go on chanting. This go into the background. I'm just going to keep on chanting. My Lord has come, and he's come for guys like me. Yeah. And you too out there. That's the good news. Hey, he's come for you also. You guys don't deserve the mercy. Neither do I. But Lord Caitanya, he's got a different idea. I want to give mercy. If they will just receive the mercy from those who have received the mercy. Disciplic line. There you go. Everybody just ask the question, has this group received the mercy of Lord Caitanya? And you should be able to start seeing signs in yourself. Signs of the miracles happening in this group. The inspiration the devotees feel here. The lack of fear because the real love is here. The lack of fear because real love is here. Oh, I guess I can look and see comments on Facebook. I'll look here. Okay, So the citizens of Dwarka, having heard that sound, which threatens fear personified in the material world. See, fear personified. Most people are under fear, right? See, they identify, that's part of the purification. They fear God. And those who don't fear God, those are the demons. See, they think, oh, God, we're funny, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you want to get over fear, you got to take shelter of the devotees. Come and be sheltered by the truth in this message. Get purified of that fear. That's what is the whammy over the world is fear, right? People are, there's all this fear. Are you sleepy there, River? Oh, I can't. Let me get my headphones. Mhm. Okay, say something.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, good. I got it. Okay. Yeah, you sleepy? A little bit?
No, I'm just in a lot of pain everywhere.
Oh, really? Oh.
I'm going through a flare-up. They happen
Oh.
sometimes.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's just up today.
Well, hopefully Krishna will help you with that.
He does, always.
Yeah. All right, yeah. All right. The citizens of Dwarka heard that sound which threatens fear personified in the material world, began to run towards him fast, just like just to have a long desired audience with the Lord, who is the protector of the devotees. And see, so the conch shell represents the devotee. When you want to when you feel attracted, you run towards the Lord. See, you run towards the devotee. See, when you go towards the devotee, you're going towards the Lord. See, if you don't find the real devotee, the real conch that the Lord makes pure, okay, then you're not running towards the Lord directly. See, the Lord, if you want to direct access, you run through to the conch, the one where the real message of the Lord is coming, the current one. See, those who don't give the real message, they're usually the ones in religion, the traditionists. They haven't been awakened yet. They're following religion with some motive. They either want to be important, they want to be guru, they want to make a job or something. Okay? That's not pure relationship with God. Okay? They have so you have those who run towards the real devotees are the ones who are running towards the true Lord, because that's the way the Lord works. If you don't do that, that's because of contamination. If you're running to the Lord through his illusion, see, the illusion goes all the way up into Putana. She protects Vrindavan. Just like a mother, right? Protects Vrindavan. So she's the false representative. It's like Lord Shiva protects the Dham. She's part of that. See, people give the devil a bad rap. The devil or Maya is just a servant of the Lord in an extraordinary way that only the real devotees understand. She protects Vrindavan. So, see, people are running towards the Putanas who are protect. See, you see, Putana is in Vrindavan, but she's blocking your access still, because she's not a real resident of Vrindavan. Remember Prabhupada wrote, a real spiritual master is is a resident of Vrindavan. Well, she's not really. She is, but she's not. Okay? And but in her real form, she is. That's why she was transformed in her real form, right? She became a mother also of Krishna. See? But her work is to protect the Dham. So these devotees, if you need to ultimately do your rules and regulations, be in religion, follow these gurus who are not really residents of Vrindavan yet, until you develop a desire to attain Krishna. Because you're going to find that you will not attain the Krishna that the guru can give you, the real one. At some point, you'll be frustrated. This is divine intervention we're doing. We're putting it right in people's face, right in their face, that the devotees here that are running in this direction, running towards Krishna this way, in this door, they are getting Krishna. They're running in that way, and Putana is stopping them because their gurus are not residents of Vrindavan. That's just how it works. This is the divine intervention. If you don't see that, you'll run your whole life in that direction and die in that direction. And you take another birth. You have to. You didn't make it. You didn't find the real Kanksha. You didn't find the real Jesus. You didn't find the real followers of Jesus. Where you run to, see, when you run towards the real representative of God, the Christ or Krishna or Ram, what's going to happen? See, the Lord's going to run towards and in you. He's going to awaken in you and reveal himself that he doesn't reveal to anybody, because you found the narrow gate. You found the real path. Are we still broadcasting, or is it? We lost it. All right.